Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Well, maybe the rest of the game is going to be headed in the proper direction, Brock, but their first play winds up going backwards. That's a nice, quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Here we go. Ric Flair. Louis.
Goff working from the pistol. That's Smith on the slant. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Third and just 2 to go. Goff tosses that quickly, out one. We got the football clock, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL, everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that 3rd down?
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here.
Hey, 5.
On 4th down, Goff. Oh, tried forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
First down from the 42. Out of the gun, a give to Hill. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed to his running back. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. Pass cut by Smythe. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Looking to throw, Jackson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. Hey, Mip, sit on. Come in. For him.
Throw here, 3rd down. This finds its target, that's Hill. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. A lot of game left, partner, but it would be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, they come through on 3rd down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
Chance to stack some momentum if they can turn this turnover into 6. It's 1st and goal. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 10-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 starts. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
On a quick.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
Alpha, hey, report. On Eddie!
And again, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal. All right, partner, testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is?
To win it. And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Brings it in. And the early aggressiveness is answered. They went for it on their opening series, and the defense stops them. That's a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle.
You know, that kind of game may not take his safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on the next down. That was a valuable little run right there.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Another one for Gibbs. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game. And you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
Another one caught by St. Brown. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry.
Here we go, tonight.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. Space past the 35. And he's going to pay off his first down run with a nice pickup of 9.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he is able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Goff off the play action. Coughlin brings it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 46.
We're through one on Monday Night Primetime. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Taken in by Williams outright. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Right 20.
From the gun, Goff. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Right 20. Here we go. 76. 76. DC. Turbo.
From the red zone now. Go left side, and St. Brown has it. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
Here we go. 180.
They read that screen perfectly. Interception! Picked up by Chidobe Awuzie. The 30. He's at the 10. He brings this one back. Touchdown Baltimore off the pick 6.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tail on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Valus Jones now on the return. And he's brought down quickly right inside his own 10.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
180. What's up?
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. Has a hole left, room to run. 40. Into the red zone. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions start to fight back with their first points of this game. It's an Isaiah Pacheco touchdown. Man, Brock, once that became a foot race, you could have gone ahead and just said goodbye because you were not stopping that play.
He gone. I mean, he's long gone. Not with a full field ahead and one of the longest runs of his career right in front of him. The way he broke that, the only fitting place was the end zone.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. And he takes a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up first and 10. Hill now from the gun. And he can't get the touchdown, Brock, but plenty of yardage. He goes out down near the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
What an injection of momentum for the offense on that play. With the energy boost and a much shorter field, I predict it's not going to be long, Kate, till they finish this series off.
They'll run here with Henry. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Here's Jackson to throw. This one's caught. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Now Ryan Lyons just about ready. First and 10. They send a man in motion. First down throw from Goff. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Goff to the air now. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
First and 10 from the 43. They'll go right side with Gibbs. He takes it up and across midfield into Ravens territory. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 7. Here comes second and 3. Shotgun snap here to Goff. This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down.
High 20. Obama. Obama. Obama.
Working inside the red zone. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
DC.
Out of the shotgun. Goff. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Like 20.
He's going to throw again. Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions earn the chance to tie before halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates now for the point after. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Well, you can't do that. Got to avoid hitting the kicker. And because of that, the kickoff will be coming from midfield. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Hey, middle.
They'll give it to Hill. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
First down.
First down. Here's Lamar. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put it in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jones out there to return it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11.
Take over first and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
180.
Looking to throw. Gone. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
120. Hey, 76.
Goff working from the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Still inches to go on third down. Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Detroit calls timeout, it's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. They go play action with Goff. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He's got it inside the 25. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take the lead just before halftime.
Those front office personnel people love to pair speedy wide receivers and ask their coaches to do just that. Put some play action in there. Let him go run. Because with his speed, that route is a winner, chicken dinner.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Lions break that tie and now lead by 7. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. It's an option right that begins this drive. Looks like they're playing safe with a run to the outside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
First down run netted them nothing. Here is second and 10. He'll throw it. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Roger McCreary takes it away. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. set up. Here comes the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And he doesn't make it very far. Tackled at his own 10-yard line.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks it with a really long field ahead.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20. They gain 11 on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Jackson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock. And physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he's brought down at the 30, right near that line of game.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Henry's going to try to pick it up. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Gain of 9 yards on the play. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
13.
Going to the ground again on first. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Now Jackson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he houses it on the return all the way back for a touchdown. Well, he is one of those players, Brock. We've seen teams sometimes kick away from him, and it's because of his ability to turn any punt return into 6.
Some of these elite returners, Kate, they just have a vision that's different. They can see things happening before the rest of us, and then you've got to have that elite explosiveness as well to go punch it in for 6.
That that one right down the middle. And the Lions double their lead to 14. So after giving up the punt return score, Brock, let's see if they can answer on a different type of return. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. First and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Number 9.
Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
On the pickup, brings up second and 2 at the 35-yard
This one left for Lamar. That draw is snuffed out. Doesn't really have a chance, and they're going to back him up for third down.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
So now here's 3rd and 5.
You at X.
Lamar now from the gun. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. 4th down, here's Jackson. He connects downfield. And he's out of bounds just before the sticks, Brock. And they're going to turn it over on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards.
Like 20. Ric Flair.
Goff off the play action. Taking a deep shot here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down. He just couldn't make the connection.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
After the incompletion, 2nd down calls ready. The tight end going in motion right. From the gun, Goff. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Now Goff. He's going deep this time. Caught out 1. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Well, probably still thinking about that missed extra point, partner, but he's got to move past it quick as he gets forward to send this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out.
At their own 26-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Now here's Lamar. Forced out to his right. And Lamar doing what he does oh so often, Brock. Sliding in safe after picking up the first.
It's a gain of 11.
Looking quickly here.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Ozzy, sit up.
Throwing now on 1st down. It's Jackson. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. Offense in a hurry up here.
13 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Caught by Flowers. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
Now it's Lamar. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now it's 3rd and short. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens drop the lead back to 13.
34. Ravens 21. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Off to the air now. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So now they have 3rd and short.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Hold on. Check.
Goff to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. He's going deep. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they've put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
From their own side, they're going to go for this. They need about 2.
180.
Receiver in motion, going left. Here comes the 4th down, snap to Goff. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
1st and 10 from the 43.
What a shot!
From the gun, Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
What a shot! Sit on! You! Sit on!
1st down, here's Lamar. Finding Flowers. He's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7.
Flowers. Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Well, it looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. So keep that 2nd and short play in your back pocket. So the penalty goes ahead and gives them the 1st. Penalty yardage marked off. Here's 1st and 10.
180! Sit on! 180! Sit on! Sit on!
From the red zone now. Short pass brought in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
It's not just imperative that the quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
This is Henry on 2nd. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
He's brought down back.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Prime Time. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Extra man in the secondary for the Lions on this 3rd down.
Middle. Sit on!
To the air on 3rd and long. And he scores. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Ravens get it back to within 6.
34. Ravens 28. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. And that kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. So we got a touchback. This drive will start after 35. good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Play action here with Goff. Completed over the middle. And he's all the way across midfield down to inside that 45-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Second down now, they need 7. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Throwing the out route complete. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. A 28-yard pickup there. And the Lions have a 1st down.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Manages just a yard on 1st down, and now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
20! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! 12! 12! 12! 12!
Here's Goff. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. 20. Go, 12, go. Hey, 76. 76.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
They'll try for 2. Goff gets his line set.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
12!
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late.
42, Ravens 28.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Offense emptying the backfield as they come up here. 1st and 10.
180! 180! Hey, middle!
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finds his man over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 33-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. Dump off caught by his back. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
No, we changed it.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Looking quickly, trying to get set.
First and 10.
On 1st down, Jackson. Right back to Hill. This is caught. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when, just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Completed to Flowers. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
1st down throw for Jackson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops. Working quickly here.
11 more yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Complete Derrick Henry. He's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. Working inside the red zone. This one's caught. Ooh, and he's not going to score, but they're just a yard away now as this sets up 1st and goal.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio. This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Lamar throwing again. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And he's going to be taken down as this defense shows some backbone. Great stand to get him at the 2.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Ravens now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
They go play fake with Jackson. Buying some time left. And he'll get into the end zone to make this a 1-score game in the 4th quarter. Ooh, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, bro.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? shrink. Do you wanna like my dreams? She says it's like a that's bringing me down. I went to her. He said my life's a bore. She'll quit my wife because it's bringing her down. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Grasping to control, so I better hold on. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? I don't.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L, I catch a plane. I'd probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister at it with the fishing hook, listen up, I've had to hit the cup. So if I swing my fist, you going in, so wish me luck. Boy, if you ain't talking paper, I'm a I tell Shorty spin around and watch it. Every time I hit the stage, I make it. Yeah. I just pull up to the crib and then I'm right back on that. Been starts up, I ain't coming home. Just pull chips, she ain't pulling the socks up. When it's half time, she get full. Finna leave the boxed up like send it, make a play and I exit. Money boy making London money, spent most of my life on the M6. Yeah, get rich or die trying, no less. Been out here for like 8 years, come from Volkswagen to Bentley's. Little watch your run up cash, double back. Baby, show me what your mama made and make that. Yeah. Tell her I'm ready, the check coming heavy. I bought them made busy, no, this ain't a Chevy. The king of my city, can't nobody check me. They know where I'm at if they coming to get me. I've been in the pocket like he's in a wallet. If you think you got it, then pull up and bet me. I'm keeping it so.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. Tyler Loop is out and about ready to send this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Valus Jones now on the return. big shot at the end of that run back as he gets it just past the 20.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's first and 10.
What? Wait, 20! That.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10.
We go tonight! Wait, what?
From the gun, Goff. Look at that power, deep left side. Big gain downfield. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown, Detroit. The Lions take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down. Here's Lamar. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Hey, Alpha, tonight! 180!
Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. The lateral goes haywire, it's out. But I think a Raven was able to gain possession there, so they're going to keep the football. His back, Derrick Henry, was the intended receiver. So now it's second and long. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Still their football, but need to make some progress here, and this is second and long. From the gun, Jackson. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So now it's going to be third and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long for him here. Has him on a quick hitter. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30.
At their own 26-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Like 20. DC.
From the pistol, it's Gibbs. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
180.
Shotgun snap here to Goff. Short pass brought in. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. A pickup of 17. And that is good for a Detroit first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
180.
Goff to the air now. Screen here for Gibbs. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Out of the shotgun, Goff. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Now they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
180.
Again, Goff. On the move, headed right. Has a man downfield. It's Laporta. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. He picks up 28 on the play. And the Lions have a first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Like 20. Hey, let's go. Go, Brown.
They've got a man in motion. Goff on first and 10. He just throws this one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
180.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Can't convert on 3rd. That's to the ground and incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. 4th down coming up. Bates' kick is up and good. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
2 drives and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. His return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10.
Now
Now Jackson off the play action. Got this one down for Henry. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he's caught after a game of about 2. Brian Branch getting there for the tackle.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Jackson, quick pass wide. And he has this down to the 34. Offensive line fast.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Middle. Cut.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. Lamar now from the gun. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Ain't no other king in this rap thing, make siblings. Nothing but my children. What? They disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference.
Maybe a little rattled after that near interception. Let's see how he plays this on third and long. Jackson's going to throw again. Andrews has it, working downfield. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, run for Henry. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
The career is my step, we in your palm. The paper, baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
180. Sit up.
Jackson keeping it himself. He'll pitch it to Henry. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here's Jones. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now after that snap, there's an injured Lion still out there. We'll get a stoppage here as they go out to look at him. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Sending the tight end in motion left. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play. But it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. They'll work against the blitz. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
They dropped their chance to get off the field. So let's see if this offense can make them pay. 3rd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Goff on 3rd. Completed left side to Smith. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that 1st down. They say he's maybe a yard short.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or 2 short for the 1st down.
On their own side, but only need an inch or 2 here, so they're going for it. Putting a receiver in motion. 4th down, Goff throwing. That one complete to St. Brown. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Black 20!
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Another one for Gibbs. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Now gone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Has his man. It's Smythe. And he'll get it up to the 27. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, Alpha,
Pressure coming, it's Jackson. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Just watching from the booth, that looked like a last resort to go take that check down. He wanted to push the ball down the field, but there was nowhere to go. He looked shorter, and this defense was ready to make him pay.
Defense gunning for a stop here. It's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Finds him over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one at the 41. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Out of the gun, Henry. Galloping inside the 40. And he is down to the 30-yard line. How about 29 yards on first down? And that's good for a new set of downs.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
So when we come back, it'll be 3rd and 7. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from M&T Bank Stadium coming up. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He's able to hit Flowers, caught. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. He got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
From the red zone on 1st. Throw is caught and just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Jackson looking to throw. Getting out to his left. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. And the kick is no good. The snap is off the mark, and that leads to a miss hit on the point after.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So after the missed extra point, he is still out there. He's going to put it back in play. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing is gone. Catch made left side by Laporta. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Lions really moving with a sense of urgency. Clock keeps running.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Detroit.
On 1st down, it's gone. And this one is launched downfield. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions get some late points and the lead.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Lions take a 4-point lead.
13.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
180. No. 180.
First down, here's Lamar. Buys time, rolling right. Now here he goes. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage, so no gain on first down.
You know, that play is so indicative of what we see in training camps all over football. Pursue. Blanketed coverage on the back end, and look at that defense fly. No gain on the play, but it very much feels like a sack for that defense.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 27. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone up.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
This one sent up for Lamar. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. 10 seconds to go in our half, partner. We've got whistles. It's a timeout.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
All set to go now from the 35.
Come on. 180. Nice shot. We changed it. 13. Report.
Back to throw it. This is a heater going deep. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Lions watches the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10.
What? 180. Nice shot. No, we changed it.
Shaking off the pit quickly. He's going to throw. Has the connection this night. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
Well, we have seen the value of a big physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
First down now, ball at the 33.
180.
Left side, caught by Andrews. And this is taken ahead to the 37. Roger McCreary brings him down that time.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Zone read, they'll hand off to Henry. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Don't worry.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Hits his running back. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
And he works this to the 38 before going down. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
Alpha, sit on! 180! Sit on! Hey, Ozzy! Sit on! Sit on!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Chased out to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
180!
Throwing again is Lamar. Complete out to the right. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses, okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Get on! Get on! 180! Thanks a lot! 180!
1st and 10, here's Jackson. Completed to his running back. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
And I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henry. He gets half of the 8 yards remaining, partner, and that gives him 2nd and goal from the 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Back to Henry. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens take the lead right away in half number 2. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens push their lead to 3.
Ravens 20, Lions 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Davis Jones on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. 1st and 10.
Black 20! Rick Flair!
Goff working from the pistol. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26.
180!
Running back sent in motion left. To throw again here. 2nd and 10. It's gone. Gets it to him on the screen. He's taken down after reaching the 30. Nate Wiggins getting up to end that play.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, kid, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Ravens going with a dime package now. Third down. Pass is brought in by Laporta. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That play good for 17 on a first down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
Here's first and 10 from the 47. Gonna throw again. Goff. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. There's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on third down.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Goff now on third down. Connects with him down the sideline. And he's going to be driven out of bounds. The gain gets this down inside the 35. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's a pro's pro right there. That is one heck of an experienced catch. He made sure to secure the ball, but he also knew exactly where the sideline was to get both feet down.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now they face second down.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
All still on that 34-yard line, second and 10. Goff to the air now. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with third and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Third and long for him here. Here's a deep shot towards the end zone. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that will tie things up in the third.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, the very minimal gain.
At the 30-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Lamar now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, give to him. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
11 more yards. That's another Baltimore 1st down.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It remains tied after 3, so we're going to have to decide things in our 4th quarter. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Jackson. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Lamar out of the pistol. Bails out of the pocket quick. Oh, big moment here. This is intercepted. Terrion Arnold has it. And the Lions have it as he records the 1st interception of his young career.
Oh, coaches just love that effort right there. Instantly, as he made the pick, everybody was looking for a block and doing their part to set up the return. And I know it pales in comparison to giving up the turnover, but how about the effort on the other side to track him down and stop a potential pick 6? I think everybody deserves a little credit on the field for that effort.
And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage. Sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up 1st and goal.
120. Hey, Shell. 17.
From the red zone on 1st. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. So a big self-inflicted error as that personal foul moves the ball forward quite a bit. After the penalty, this is 1st and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. Nothing doing that time, and it leaves them on 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They'll try again from the 4. It's 2nd and goal.
Maverick. Here we go. Hold on. Check. 5.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay a game. Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty. Penalty moves him backwards. Here comes 2nd and 9.
180. Whirling. What's that?
Here's Gong. Catch made. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on it. And then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Tonight. Black 20.
They'll try to run with Pacheco. And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it 4th and goal. Their dominance against this ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. Only a 20-yarder here. Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
He's going to field this at the 2. And this drive will start inside the 25. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Alpha, sit on. 180.
Back to work after throwing the pick. Pass pulled in by Henry. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He made it 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Running once more with Henry. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and 4 coming up now.
Hey! 180! That's it! 13.
Back to throw it. He's able to hit Flowers. Caught. Down to the 10. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a fourth quarter lead. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slants, you find yourself with a gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there. When you execute it right and you execute it on time, they're big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Detroit offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Cut. 180.
Drive begins with Gibbs. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Run lost on a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
14.
Throwing is gone. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And this play reaches the 35 before he comes to an end. Offense up to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 35.
Goff on first and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's second and 10. From the gun, Goff. Completed over the middle. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Lions needing 4 points. First and 10 now from the 46. Throwing again, it's Goff. Going deep here for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have taken the lead late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have won. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Returnable from the 2. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit hot.
He'll look to throw it. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Hey, Ozzy! Sit on!
Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
You know, Ken, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
That last shot took him right down to the front of the red zone. Here's first down. Handoff headed right to Henry. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, out! Sit on! Sit on! 180! Sit on! Yo! 180! Right shot!
Back to throw. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these, bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. Think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Space 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Diamonds, I'm a blue devil. Twin, don't hustle and grab. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Sit on! 180! Sit on! 180! Right shot! 13. Sit up.
Throwing now. Down to the 10. This finds its target. That's Hill. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal.
Hey, report. Sit on. 180. Sit on.
Looking to throw, Jackson. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
At the 12-yard line.
DC.
Going the wrong way. It's 2nd and goal now, back at the 12.
Hey, Alpha, sit on. 180. What a shot.
From the gun, Jackson. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Defense in the dime now, clinging to that lead.
180. Sit on. 180.
Looking to throw it. Has it in close. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them, and Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead.
34, Lions 30. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. On the return, here's Jones. Who dodged the tackle. And he's brought down, Brock, and that brings this ball game to a close. So in front of the flock of fans in the stands, the Ravens get the